I feel okay. I think the one thing that, again, our survival was it was one day at a time. So I'm in today. You know, I'm enjoying this.
Doing today.
I'm doing today.
Just doing now.
I'm not joking. It's literally, it's 24 hours and that's fine. You know, I'm looking forward to going and having a glass of wine when I get home and seeing. But I think that's a way I can do it. So I feel, I mean, I know that I'm quite a private person, but I know also that there is a community holding me, so that if I need to, you know, if I need people, they're there in a flash, which is incredible. And our friends have been, oh my gosh, just the amount of friends who drove us to hospital for appointments, who dropped food on the doorstep when we got back, who took me to the pub for tequila shots after. No, I'm not joking.
No way, really. Those are your good friends.
Those are the people you keep. You know, those are the ones that have kept us going. So, yeah.
Do you still, this is maybe a weird question, so I'm really sorry.
No.
Do you still feel like you're talking to him? Do you like, what's...
No,
do you, what's your kind of... Because obviously you two best friends.
Yeah.
And you were together for such a long time.
Yeah.
It must be so strange to being able to talk to him about everything and tell him about your day. And what is it like now? Like,
I think that the thing that keeps me going sometimes is that YouTube video that Ben did, and the way that Stu talked about me keeps me going, because he called me strong-willed. You know, and that...
He actually said, and I quote,
She's
I wouldn't want to work under her.
Yes! But I love that, because he knew me. You know, he knew me. And he said, was it something like, she can see the wood for the trees? But I would say that's his influence on me. Yeah, that's 160% his influence on me, and for that. And I think that's the thing is, I'm very different from the 26-year-old woman that married Stu. I'm a 44-year-old woman who has her own business and has a life and has a house and has, you know, so I'm a very different person. But I think Stu's influence has meant that happened.
He was, I mean, me and him had conversations earlier this year, which was the only time really that he's ever broken down with me. And he was really, really worried about leaving you and things being unfinished and leaving you with lots of stuff to deal with. And I remember saying to him, you don't really need to be worried about Grace because she will crack on. And you have, and you will continue to. And that doesn't mean the feelings aren't there, that doesn't mean you're going to have major wobbles, but you will crack on because that's your character. Yeah. And but he was, I mean, he didn't feel ready. This was in like January, February. I don't know how much he managed to work through in his mind by May, but certainly the early part of this year, he definitely didn't feel ready to go. But I doubt anyone ever feels ready to go. And I'm sure that knowing he had it coming, I mean, the thing is, it was so quick, like it really caught me by surprise. Like, and I got into a real routine of going to Dorothy House. I really look forward to it. We'd go and pick up his coffee en route, wouldn't we? And we have this amazing rota. Jill, who's a very close friend of Grace's especially, did an incredible job of kind of galvanising everyone into this rota. And then as Stu's health worsened, really carefully curating that rota so that he wasn't overwhelmed, because obviously he was so loved, he was getting so many visitors, but actually he needed downtime as well. So as the weeks went on, it needed less visits.
How wonderful to have too many visitors, because so many people want to hang out with you. And you know, and a lot of people get really scared at that. My dad was in hospice, and it was really scary, and for a lot of people it's too hard, and it's just something that people really struggle with.
Well, we saw in hospital, so he was treated at Royal Marsden, which was an incredible hospital, but we would go in and sit in the waiting room, and the amount of people you'd see by themselves, who were doing appointments by themselves. Like, who can do
He had to have Jill make a rota.
Yeah,
Come on, Jill.
Oh, mate, getting an MBE for her.
Never met Jill. I like Jill.
Jill's amazing.
I like Jill.
Jill is amazing. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of people that do it by themselves. And I think that's the other thing, I guess. So Stu also worked for a non-profit brain tumour charity. So he did all their tech stuff, the website stuff. So he had access to a lot more research, a much wider spectrum of research, which allowed for him to go, oh, that's interesting. Or, you know, I might try that, which, again, I'm incredibly grateful for. But he did a huge amount of work for that charity, which was incredible, because he gave himself over and above and beyond, you know, what he was able to. But